This is difficult, I see. Love. That is why we're all here today, really. Well, maybe not really. Some are here because they saw this as an audio installation with the theme of love and were curious. Others are my professors and want to know what I have been working on since I've been set to my own devices. And the rest are most likely my cohorts and friends, giving me support and encouragement. Thanks, guys. But love is why I'm here today. And I do not mean my existence, although I'm sure my parents did and still love each other, and they have been together since 1971. Love is everywhere. It has many different forms, from parental love to first love with a partner. Love is endless as the universe itself and takes on many different forms. Love can impact our bodies in measurable ways. You feel different and are different. When first falling in love, we will have sweaty and clammy hands. Our cheeks will flush and our breath will catch in our throats. Attention from our loved ones causes the capillaries under our skin to swell and make us blush. Our hearts will race and our tongues become lazy or tangled up, and our speech will not make sense at moments. Our mouths will become dry and our tongues will feel almost like sandpaper. Falling in love can reduce our blood pressure and reduce the likelihood of having a heart attack. Our eyes filled with love, in other words, our eyes will dilate larger than normal when we gaze at someone that will have strong feelings for. Nothing cures us like falling in love. Love can distance us from pain by activating the reward system in our brains. Love probably doesn't warm us up, but those in love describe it as an overwhelming warm sensation running across our whole body. Checking if the doors and windows are locked multiple times in a row, or washing our hands constantly as if we were suffering from compulsive obsessive disorder. Feeling extremely anguished and having outlandish and obtrusive thoughts about our partners. As these feelings rise, our senses such as eyesight and hearing decline. Butterflies in our stomach. Just seeing someone we love might prompt signals in the insular cortex, which is the part of our brain that is connected to our guts. Romantic love releases the same neurotransmitters in our brains that we would experience during a high. We start to crave them. A craving for that person in the same way the body craves other addictions. Research done by Helen Fisher of Rutgers University states that we fall in love in 3 different stages happen. Stage 1, lust. In lust, our sexual hormones and testosterone and estrogen levels increase. In stage 2, attraction. In attraction, we have dramatic changes in our personalities. When we fall in love, we can think of nothing else. We lose our appetites and become sleep deprived. We rather just dream and imagine our lives with our new partners than do anything else. The old saying, love at first sight, might be true. However, our noses have a major role. Love at first smell. Our pheromones, which is not proven yet, just theorized, plays a part in our sexual attraction. Fisher says she doesn't believe this theory, but says smell is a part of love. Once you fall for someone, their smell can be a powerful thing. Women will wear their boyfriend's t-shirts, and throughout tales in history, men have held onto their love's handkerchief. In this stage of attraction, a group of neurotransmitters play an important role. The neurotransmitter chemical dopamine is activated, which can also be activated by cocaine and nicotine. It also plays a role in gambling. And you guessed it, love. Dopamine is the brain's pleasure chemical. When we fall in love, dopamine is released, making couples feel excited and energetic about each other. Feelings of stress arise, however, when we start to kiss our partners. The stress is reduced by our bodies releasing the feel-good endorphins and dopamine. Norepinephrine, which we all know as adrenaline, starts pumping in our system, makes us sweating and our hearts racing. And serotonin, which is one of love's most important chemicals, become activated. This one might actually send us temporarily insane state of mind. OCD tendencies come into play when this chemical is up and running in our systems. The final stage. Stage 3. Attachment. This is known as the bonding stage, where feelings of togetherness are cemented. Our bodies release 2 hormones at this stage from our nervous system, oxytocin and vasopressin. Oxytocin is released by the hypothalamus gland during childbirth. It helps cement the bond of mother and child, but it's also released by both sexes during orgasm and is thought to promote bonding when intimate. Having a few too many glasses of wine makes you feel inhibited, fearful, anxious, more aggressive, and boastful, and so does oxytocin. Falling in love releases oxytocin, creating feelings of happiness, but it also releases cortisol, or the stress hormone. Romance is emotional, confusing, and stressful. When that stress hormone is released, it contracts the blood vessels around your gut, which then leads to nausea. Vasopressin is an important chemical in the long-term commitment stage, but it acts as to promote the retention of water by the kidneys and increases blood pressure, is released after sex. Its potential role in long-term relationships was discovered when scientists looked at the prairie vole. Prairie vole indulges in far more sex than is strictly necessary for the purpose of reproduction. They, like humans, form fairly stable pair bonds. When male prairie voles were given a drug that suppresses the effect of vasopressin, the bond with their partner deteriorated immediately as they lost their devotion and failed to protect their partner from suitors. Psychologists have shown it takes 90 seconds to 4 minutes to decide if you like someone. Research has shown this has little to do with what is said, rather 55% of body language, 38% of tone and speed of their voice, and only 7% of what they say.